So, as you guys know, my name's Tom Reed. I met this lady. Actually, I saw her walking down the street, and I approached her and I asked her if she'd be interested in doing an interview, and she said yes. What's your name, man?
My name's Lacey.
Lacey, okay. Lacey, as I said, I videotape a lot of working girls, abandoned buildings, you name it. I could be interviewing somebody that's a dairy farmer tomorrow. You never know.
Right.
Upload them to YouTube. People like them, so you know I'm going to do that. Okay. So right off the bat, how old are you?
I'm 31.
31. And where are you from?
All over.
All over.
Downriver area, but I've been out here for the last 10 years.
10 years. Where at Downriver?
Taylor.
Oh, that's all right.
Brownstown.
I'm from Flat Rock.
Level Pebble.
Level
Me
Pebble.
too.
I hardly ever hear anybody call it that. My dad used to, but yeah. Did you ever live there?
Silver Creek.
No way. Wow. What year did you get out of Flat Rock?
I don't know, 14 years ago?
14 years ago, okay. So, married or divorced?
Neither.
Never been married?
No.
Okay. Any kids?
5.
Holy Christ. Really?
Yeah.
And where are all the kids?
3 of them's with my mom. One's adopted to my aunt's ex-husband in Ohio, and one is in Chicago with one of my dad's other children from another woman.
Okay. Now, are these kids from the same daddy?
Nope.
Different daddies?
Yep.
All 5?
Yep.
What?
Like fast food, in home care.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this kind of work?
10 years.
10 years, huh? And how do you feel about your lifestyle? Not bad, hate it, wish you could change?
Well, I mean, change comes with me, so I enjoy it. I'm having fun.
You really are?
Yeah.
Now, do you think that has something to do with not getting off the drugs? Because you like it?
Right. Well, I've got off the drugs before for, periods of times, but it's boring.
Okay.
Normal, regular life is just boring. I don't sit and watch TV. I have to be doing something,
Yeah, okay. And you mentioned you were in jail and prison. What were you in jail for?
In jail. Retail fraud.
Got caught shoplifting?
Yeah. I was in prison for, the first time I went in 2014, armed robbery.
Wow.
And then the last time...
charge because you had a pocket knife in your back pocket accidentally, or were you really playing for real?
No, it was because I threatened to shoot when I was being chased. I turned around stop chasing me or I'll shoot. And I didn't have a gun, I just threatened to shoot.
And they charged you with armed robbery?
Yeah.
And it stuck?
It did.
Where'd you go to prison?
Huron Valley.
Okay, for how long?
The first time I did a year, the second time I was sentenced to 10 months to 4 years, and I did 21 months.
21 months. And what's that experience like in prison?
It's like a college campground. You're not locked down all the time, except for me, because I stayed in trouble, so I was always on LOP.
Okay.
Loss of privileges, you can't go anywhere.
All right. And did you ever get nailed for soliciting?
No, never have.
Never have?
Mm-mm.
They're cracking down on that.
Hey, when there's a man involved, there's no situation I can't suck my way out of.
That a girl. Words of wisdom.
Right.
Well, you know it's a 7-week camp now.
Right.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. No, they saying you got to go to a mandatory 7-week camp.
Oh, wow.
That's a long time in a place you don't like.
Right.
So, as a young teen, were you sexually abused at all?
No.
Were you promiscuous?
No.
You weren't. So, I guess I'm having it. So it seems like you just look at this as a job.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I know that, but I mean, do you enjoy any part of it?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. I do.
Were you ever in porn?
No. I auditioned for it once.
Where?
I used to post on Craigslist, and somebody called me from that and asked me if I wanted to do a porn audition. He paid me $150 to videotape me, and he wanted to send me to California. I just didn't go.
Oh, okay. Now, speaking of that, glad you brought that up. People ask a lot, they're always wanting to know if you women have pimps.
Well, I don't have a pimp, but some of the girls do.
They really do.
They really
I've
do.
never talked to one that had a pimp. Is it a
wow.
pimp or just a guy, kind of a user hanging around them all the time?
No, it's usually no, they have boyfriends that are users that just hang around and wait till they, do their dates and come back and get them high. But then there's actual pimps who supplies the drugs and the clothes and the home, and you give them all your money. And I just feel like, I guess crack's my pimp.
Well, they're handing out some pretty heavy sentences for sex trafficking now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank God I don't get caught
I don't
up.
think you'd be part of it. The guy that would line it up.
Oh,
with
yeah,
you,
yeah. But right, yeah, I don't work for anybody, so.
Now, back in the day, the Craigslist, was that good for you?
It was. I made a lot of money on Craigslist.
You did?
I did.
And how about Backpage?
I did Backpage as well.
So, did that hurt your business when those places got shut down?
Well, I was in prison, so it wasn't too bad. I got out and it was just like, oh man, Michigan Avenue, here I come.
Well, now, are you homeless?
Yeah, sort of not.
Sort of not.
Only homeless because I choose to be, really.
Gotcha. So you ought to write a book.
I ought to. I'm a rapper, actually.
Are you really?
I am.
Do you have any rap anywhere that?
I don't have any beats. Like, I write my own music, I just don't have any beats. Yeah, you want to hear one?
I do.
Alright, it's like, I'm the one, I be repping my hood, sick bitch in the D, Brazy Lacey, that's me. Southwest Detroit is where you can find me. I keep my back against the wall, I don't like people behind me. Dudes be rolling up like, girl, let me see that honey. So I smile a little as I bend at the waist. I get to shaking his ass all up in his face. As he passed me a 20 for the 2-second show, I start turning my head and, wouldn't you know, oh boy from the oil shop, come walking past, muttering pitiful under his breath. I said, wait, pitiful, huh? But I wasn't last week. Nah, then I was pretty, you was trying to holler at me. But holler, I wouldn't, this here's pay to play. Brazy Lacey on the block, bitch, I'm here to stay. They want time to play, I put in that work. You try and rob me, they'll find your ass marked. I'll leave you in the dirt and straight. Keep it moving. I'm that brazy bitch, I ain't losing your family, seen you on the news and they was watching Channel 7. I really hope you said your prayers. I hope you end up in heaven. I'ma end up in heaven, yeah, that's where I'm going. Not anytime soon, but I don't really know when. Shit, so then I'ma do me and I'ma get this paper real bitch in a D. Straight up, no chaser, no, I ain't no chaser. I lead by example. I had them pussy, so I code and I don't give out samples.
Wow. That is excellent.
I know, you wasn't expecting that, was you?
No.
A lot of people don't. When I'm like, oh, I rap, they're like...
I got two questions. How long did it take you to come up with those lyrics?
That one, that took me about an hour and a half.
And how in God's name do you remember it? Rehearsal.
Prison.
Oh yeah,
had nothing to do, nothing better to do.
You got that down?
Yeah.
Do you ever struggle for a lyric? That's really in your mind for good.
Oh no, that's in my mind for good.
It is?
Yeah.
How many of them did you write?
I got a whole notebook full of stuff.
Speaking of notebooks now, do you know Rebecca? Becky?
I do.
Well, I've interviewed her.
Okay.
Long story short. So I do these interviews, and I got pretty good following on YouTube. But I'm doing the same thing now. Before I had any viewers, I haven't changed up one bit. I did this kind of stuff when it was just me and a girl talking, and no one knew about it. So what I've done, and a credit to the women that have helped me, I'm going to pay you, but it's chump change, nothing, right?
Right.
I got Becca a P.O. box yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it for people like you. And she's
Right.
going to have a key. Because every time I end up doing one of these videos, they want to know where they can send some money.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yep, I just got it yesterday, but the keys didn't work, so I had to go back and get the keys today. I've already given her the P.O. box. So if you give me your name, I will put your name on the list.
Yeah.
Yep, so you can retrieve
Right.
mail
Can
out
I
of
get
it.
a key though? Because I don't want to have to depend on Becca, and I will really I will use that PO box. Like I will write my family with it and stuff. I will write absolutely.
I'll get you a key then.
Yes, I would write my
So-
baby's father in prison if I had somewhere for him to write me back.
So give me, your full name is what?
Lindsay Pittman. Lindsay.
Spell that.
Linsay.
And Pittman, spell that.
Pittmann.
Okay. Now, so you would appreciate would you appreciate if they sent you something?
That would be wonderful.
Good. And you'd like to communicate with somebody?
Absolutely.
Okay. So a physical address has been a problem for you?
Yes.
Well, you're going to have one now, starting today.
That's
I
great.
got everything I need now. What was I gonna say? Oh, you jogged my memory there. You said that my notebook. Now I'm glad you brought that up because I asked Rebecca about this, and I've asked her to keep. I would like so much that you could keep a notebook of like your day-to-day activities. And there's somebody out there that's good. That would be good rap. You just haven't. There's a big space between you and someone that can do something with it.
Right.
So someone that's going to see this, and I actually hope you get some action on it. But either way, people will send you cash, gift cards, letters, and you got a letter where you can get mail now, starting today.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, do you have a pen in there?
I don't.
And paper? I just damn back at. Let me see if I got another one. But every time I let you girls use one of my pens, you ask me if you can have it. Or you know, and I'm out of pens. So hang on one sec.
All right.
Daisy, you stay there, hon. Stay there, babe. Be a good girl. Let's see if Dad's got another pen. I want to use that marker. Be a good girl, honey. Fucking pencil. Yeah. You're a good girl. I'm not yelling at you, huh? This is the same one kind I gave her. See if you can get that motherfucker right.
Lovely. So I get to keep this one.
Yeah, you get to keep it. See if you can get it right. Because I'll give you this P.O. box.
Oh, wonderful.
See? It ain't all bad here.
Oh, see, I never thought it was.
You never thought it was?
There are some bad days. You got papers?
Yeah, but it's just fucking.
Home Depot receipt?
You see one? No, that's my P.O. box receipt.
Oh.
Hang on, I'll find it. Stay there, hon. Stay there, baby. Tear off that back corner of that magazine, but write it down first. It'll be easier to tear.
All right.
And so this P.O. box, see right here, look. I got it yesterday. $46.
Oh, wow. What's that for a year?
6 months?
Oh, for 6 months? Wow.
2.5 more times more than where I live.
Oh, wow.
So here's the P.O. box. It's P.O. box 10663. That's Detroit. 48210. See where she wrote that note there? That's why I got the keys up there on the top. I got the keys today.
Change key's not working. Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Where's your P.O. box amendment?
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes.
So you said you'd write the baby's daddy.
Yes. My youngest baby.
It's because you still got a good relationship?
I mean, I hope so. He don't want me out here doing this, but when and he got locked up for 2 years. So when I got out of prison, I literally had nowhere to go and got dropped off on Michigan Avenue down at the Prince Valley with my box of stuff and my state khakis and shoes. I had nowhere to go.
That's it?
That's it.
And I think I asked you, but how old did you say you are?
I'm 31. I'll be 32 in the last day of this month.
Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
Uh,
A little bit if they feel like it's the police or something.
yeah.
Yeah. But not for real, because girls bring men up in there all the time, even just for a date.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, up and down here, do you think the cops care that much about solicitation, prostitution, or
No.
not really?
No. Like, they'll even pull up and be like, I talked to one of the girls and they said, look out for this, silver Nissan SUV with a, mid to late 30-year-old Hispanic guy, kind of cocky, says he's a police officer, and then he takes you and rapes you. Tries to anyway. I got away.
Oh, he tried to do that with you?
Absolutely.
You got away.
I did.
How'd you do that?
Well, I was uncomfortable on our way there. He picked me up down on Lumley on Springwells, just before Lumley, where that Citgo gas station is.
Yeah.
And he pulled up in the gas station. I was sitting there, and I had sitting there just staring at me, and he's flashing his lights and got his arm out. Come here, come here. I'm like, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm not working. And so finally, I get up. Somebody's sitting there staring at me. So I got up to walk away, and he pulled up on Springwells right behind me. And he's like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm not working. And he goes, oh, come on, you know, I give you whatever you want. And I'm like, I said, well, where are we gonna do it? And he goes, oh, we park around here somewhere. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it outside. And he goes, we go to my house. I said, I don't go to people's houses. He goes, well, you wanna go to the room? And I said, yeah, I'll do it if we can go to the room. And he goes, okay, let's go. I said, well, how much you got to spend? He goes, how much you want? I told him $80. And I said $80 and I'm not staying more than 45 minutes. And so he said, okay. So we were pulling up there and he went down John Cronk and it was like 4 in the morning.
There's not much going on there.
Yeah, so we're going and he's talking, he's asking weird questions and he had this cup with strong alcohol in it and I don't drink at all. And he's trying to get me to drink it and take a sip and blah, blah, blah. And so I took a tiny sip, like I barely tasted it. It was just too much. And I think there was something in it. But, so anyways, we're on our way there and he goes up and he turns down Hubbard. And he starts to pull into the driveway of this abandoned house. No, it wasn't like abandoned, broke down. It was like abandoned, nobody lived there, but it was livable. And I just felt uncomfortable. And then I used to carry a backpack because I like to have everything I need. See why I have like 2 purses? Yeah. I keep hygiene stuff, extra outfit, makeup, everything I need. So, okay. But then I carried a backpack. And so I had my backpack and then I had something else and then I had my phone and I had it plugged in. And I remember he turned into this driveway and he was getting real close to the house. And I was big then. I had just got out of prison. When I went to prison, I gained 180 pounds, like, no joke.
Really?
I went in 182 and I got out and I weighed 364. I literally doubled my weight. Yes.
What do you just buffet every night?
Yeah, I was. I stayed at the microwave. But anyhow, so I was bigger. So I went to open the door and he grabbed me up and he was like, "Don't run from me, I'm a police officer." And I got out and I had on these flip-flops and I squeezed my big ass out, remembered to grab my phone, got my backpack and ran myself right out of my flip-flops. And he was chasing after me. I'm running on rocks and everything. And you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning down a dark street. It was like Toledo and Hubbard. And so I run up to these houses and I'm knocking on the door like, help me, this guy's trying to rape me. And nobody answered. And the one house, I could hear people in it, the lights were on. They turned off all the lights and was like, shh, on the inside. I could hear them. And I was like, oh my God, please just help me. Nobody answered the door. And he's still coming after me. And so I ran to this apartment building. And I just knew it was going to be locked. So I opened the door and got in. I'm like, yes. Well, there was doors inside of the doors, and those ones was locked. But at least I was in the first doors. I just squatted down and sat there for a few minutes. And I called 911 just because I was so far out of my element. I didn't have any shoes on. Not that it's that far, but you know what I'm saying? I walk Michigan Avenue, not Verner. And I was scared. I didn't know if he was driving around there or something. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and it's dark over there. My phone's at like 4%. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, I ended up getting away. The police never came. So I called them. They said they'll send a car to that area. And I waited like an hour and I called them back and they're like, well, what is it exactly that you want us to do? Really? And I was just like, are you serious? I want you to protect and serve. What do you mean? Like, yeah. So, yeah, they don't do it. I heard that it was purposely done so that he could be robbed, but I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak on something that I'm not sure of because I don't know. So you're talking about the Becky Rebecca?
Yeah.
The skinny one with the rotten teeth?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the other Rebecca because there's 2 of them.
Oh, gotcha. So you know the skinny one?
Yeah, I know them all.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you know Lori? Yeah. Older lady? Yeah. What's the deal with her? Really is.
Yeah.
Now, does she actually get business?
You know what? I seen her in a car earlier and I was so upset because I've been out here now for like 3.5 hours and haven't got picked up. And, well, not...
No way.
I mean, some of them I do. Yeah. But...
Did you ever work on West Jefferson?
No.
Just always around Michigan Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
When would you say you get the majority of your business on a busy day?
Early morning, between 4:30 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Really? Mm-hmm. And that's been that way for a long time?
Yes.
What's the deal on that? These guys sneaking out, going to work, what?
Yeah, people on their way to work just want to start their day off right, I guess.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes it'll get busy like when people are on their way home from work. And now, some girls like the weekends, but I don't like...
You got any questions for me?
I don't, actually.
All right. Well, thank you for the interview.
Yes.
Good talking to you.
Good talking to you.